Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 9th to the 15th of December. Happy birthday to all of you having your birthday out there this week. This is the start of your new year. Start to put into action the plans that you want to be doing. We're going to be going into seeing how the elements affects your reading. You would know about that on the energy update, which we have on this channel here, which we go into everything about energy. But in the meantime, what we're going to be doing is bringing up some messages from the Astroflower and putting some cards, and we're going to be focusing on certain petals that give us a little bit more sort of information. So there's a slight change of format, which you'll see, and there's loads of stuff going on this channel, so please do subscribe and click that bell to make sure you get notifications so you see these new videos coming out according to healing energies, spirit, that sort of thing. Okay, in the meantime, let's just get on with your reading for this week here. There's a lot of passion growing in on the relationship side here. There seems to be like a wall of security in a way, or it's like you're rising to the challenge of engaging with relationships or emotions in life that is around you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's easy, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's difficult. It depends on which each one of us are living in. But the energies here are sort of saying, whatever you do, don't be passive in this week in regards to your relationship side. On your financial sort of side, this is really in the here and now. There's a lot in the here and now for you in this week here. There's a lot of sort of engagement of the here and now, building your future. And you've really got this, you know, looking forward rather than looking back attitude that flows through you, which is absolutely brilliant. We'll look at that in a bit more sort of detail and see which petals are sort of talking the most. First of all, let's just see what's going on with that overall energy. Yeah, fair exchange. I think you're putting yourself first, and which is absolutely brilliant. The world suddenly becomes a better place when you do that, Sagittarius, because the world and the universe and all types of energy work like that. It works in a way of everything works in the sense of, as long as I am in a good place, everybody else can be in a good place. It's not a case that when everybody else is good, I'm good. There's 7 billion or 8 billion people upon this planet. Forget about the animals and the plants and everything. You're never going to do it. So don't try and do something that's impossible. Try and do something that is possible. And that is about sort of making sure you're okay, so everybody else can be okay around you. And it works really well for you. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. The karmic message seems to be really important. The connection with synchronicities and so forth doesn't seem to be very important. It seems like it's more feeding this karmic path, feeding your direction, rather than you looking for it. Let's just see what's going on in the past. The past is heavy. There is a lot of passions, and there seems to be bringing passions up to the surface. But these two here seem to be equal in a way. In the future self, you want things to be clear, or this is why your engagement of life is all about. It's really rising to the challenge of your future. It is also looking to the future, but it's also looking at how you interact with life on a day-to-day basis in order to construct your future. But there is a karmic path here that really does need to be, there seems to be an experience that you need to go through or have in order to feel complete within your life. So let's just see what's going on for that. Let's just see what that karmic path is all about. Converting emotions into reality, and I think this is why you get it in the future self and the here and now of how you integrate things. This is your karmic path, is to be very calm about this. Don't allow your emotions to betray you as well. Be very true to your inner emotions. Be true to who you are. That deciding sort of direction, or that experience you need to. I think it's peace that you need to experience. And yeah, there is a mission, and this is the karmic path is bringing up this mission here, and it's a mission to feel at one with yourself, within yourself. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, you're getting there. And your karmic path is sort of saying it doesn't come without. It's not going to just fall out of the sky. This is a karmic path that you definitely need to go down. And I think that is the objective, to find inner peace and solace in everything you do and within all the relationships that are around you. And it is a bit of a mission. It's going to take a little bit of a time, but I think you're very capable of doing it. And I think it's a good thing for you to do. It's certainly going to make you feel a lot more, feel a lot better about yourself. And it's, we come back to the old idea that, when you love yourself, everybody can love you, as it were. So on your connection to the universe, I think the universe here, or the coincidences, the synchronicities, and the people that are around you, I think there's, they're bringing you in sort of ideas, or they're bringing you in inspiration on a regular basis, but in a very measured manner. So you're not getting swamped by the world that is around you. You're not getting overwhelmed by the situation. And I think that's where energy is really helping you out here enormously. In your past self, I think you're rediscovering the dream of living life, and we all go through it. We have great expectations about certain things, and sometimes those expectations may be a little bit too exaggerated. But here, I think you're rediscovering the dream of the ultimate dream of emotions, spiritual practice, relationships. That's what seems to be fueling your future. And in your future self, there's a lot of space. It's like you're going out into the highlands of South America, into the Pampas, as it were, and it's like, it's just great space in order for you to, enjoy and explore. You get the 10 of Wands. Silence and space can weigh sometimes too much. And I wouldn't try and do everything straight away. I took my dog down the beach for the first time ever in its life. It was years ago. It's quite an old dog now. Cody's lovely. But when I took him down there, and it was down on the west coast of France, and they have really big beaches down there, really quite wide and deep and long. And he was blown away by the amount of space and tried to do everything. So, and he just didn't know where to run in the end. He was just running in a circle because he didn't know which direction to go. And then when he realised he can just run wherever he wanted, it was just pure liberty for him. And I think this is the same for you. I think you need to understand that you need to stop carrying the world upon your shoulders. This is a new you that needs to come to the fore, and it needs to be tied into the dream of, we all have that dream of the ultimate relationship, the ultimate spiritual path, and so forth. You have this opportunity now, Sagittarius. It's believing in yourself, I think, is really important. Surprise yourself, opening up to this new pathway. And I think that new pathway has got a lot to do with that. Ultimately, what is really going on here, I think you're going to surprise yourself, and you're going to bring a lot of emotions to the surface. But ultimately, that is the key to your emotional and relationship side of life at the moment. Looking for that inner peace and that warmth and that joy of just living life with the people that are around you without any pressure on it whatsoever. I think is brilliant for you. But just don't try and carry everything for everybody that is around you. How do you integrate this into your life? You got the 7 of Wands. Find that inner strength. Be true to yourself. Know your path. Know your path and live it. basically, Sagittarius, and it's going to work absolutely amazingly. Yeah, there's a moment of transition like anything, but I think this transition is going to be great for you. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side of life. Karmic path seems to be quite important as well. The past seems to be really important. And the future as well. The past and the future as well. It's like a step. There was another sign that got that as well. I've forgotten which sign got that, but it seems like there's like a Hierophant sort of energy about it, of knowing the steps that you've got to take on to express what you need to experience in the way of a job, business or project. And it seems to be here that you're integrating everybody that you can connect with to a plan that already exists, so you can open a great future to you, but it's in the here and now where you're going to find that you can actually open that door. I'm going to pull on, which I would like to see, is on your integration on this section here, the integration, and which is the top petal here, and this future self here. I think these are building blocks to that. So I think that's where we're going to pull the major cards on. That seems to be the message that seems to be coming through. In your karmic path, you have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, loads of opportunities, loads of things that you can explore and engage with life. A lot of joy needs to come out of this at the moment. With the connection to synchronicities, to people, to networking and so forth. Use your wisdom, use your past knowledge, and I think this is what we're finding here, to give you that wisdom and weight when you meet people. It gives you a certain allure where, and it's going to pull in opportunities into your life just by having that demeanor about you. In your past self, yeah, this is already a plan that's put in place. Look at that Four of Wands. This could be the idea of getting a particular type of job, of running your business, or becoming an artist, or whatever you wish to be doing. And it seems to be for some time you've already engaged in that, and it's now a case of fulfilling that. Let's just see what this future message comes out to us. It seems to be like a hidden gem. So let's just say you were an actor, and you've been acting for some time, and there's a role that comes up which demands a bit of singing or dancing or that sort of thing, and you kind of thought, well, I can sing and I can dance, but I'm not really good at it, and you haven't done it for some time, and all of a sudden you get to the audition and they ask you to sing a song, and all of a sudden the voice has changed, and it's all of a sudden you can sing, and it's like you're discovering a diamond in the rough. It's like you're discovering a real gem within you in the future that you didn't give any value to in the past. That's what it feels like there. Really nice energy. Yeah, look at that, the Queen of Swords. You've got the King and the Queen of Swords on your financial side. Real clear vision. I think it's going to be so blatantly obvious to you that you are choosing a direction. You are instigating this change within your life, within the world that is around you. Yes, you've got the Page of Swords as well. It's all to do with the mental sort of stuff here. It's how you engage in it. Converting ideas into reality, really living that, exploring those ideas, getting a lot more focused on those ideas of how you actually install them. And when you do, you get the Ten of Pentacles. You get the ultimate success, the abundance, it reveals to you how good you are. And this is all about that gem that's, that it's covered in mud at the moment. You wash it down and all of a sudden kind of go, wow, look at that, it's a diamond, sort of thing. Real absolute brilliance. How do you integrate it in your life here? I think is realizing of how to push yourself without being pushy, if you know what I mean. That's what it seems like. Yeah, it's a leap of faith. It is a leap of faith. And look at that. What's she holding in her hand? She's holding that diamond, that gem that is within you. And it's how do you, you've got to take a leap of faith of getting that gem out of you. And once you do, you're going to stop with those internal conflicts that you might have had within you and not putting yourself first. I think you're going to find it a lot easier once you start discovering your hidden gems and how great you are, and you will fall in love with life. Absolutely brilliant for you. Sagittarius. Let's just have a quick look at your energies and see what's going on there and seeing how that's played into it. So we've got the energy that came in from the energy update, and it was mainly about water. And when we look at your sign, you have a lot of air, that's for sure, a lot of swords energy, but you do have a lot of water here. You have that sort of water that flows through here, and it seems to be in the here and now as well. The other aspect that we saw in the energy update was the energy that was coming from the earth, which is all about fire and earth, and you have that sort of connection over here on this sort of section there as well. And on on this section, on this petal here, you have that fire, which is your good fire, your water, and the earth as well. You do have the air as well there. And these two petals here seem to be the main petals that have those combination of all the elements down here. It's a little bit of a different kettle of fish. You've got air, and then water and fire. So I think what we're going to be doing is I think we're going to be putting a few messages, extra messages on your financial side on this side here, and also on this direction of this cardinal sort of earth that comes in from Capricorn on this direction here. How you really realize your future, that new you within you on your relationship side. Okay, so we're looking at here in the connection between these two sections here. In this section here for your financial side, how within the here and now, how do you instigate it so you actually get the best out of it? You've got to lead with your heart. You have to be that knight in shining armor. I think you need to discover a lot about yourself, this diamond in the rough. Offer your love, your abundance, your joy up to the world around you, and you will get the lovers again. You will fall in love with your life. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there's decisions that you need to make, but actually once you start following the pathway which is good for you, you're going to own it. This is a real beautiful future for you on your financial side. Really good sort of combination of your elements, the best elements within you, your joking, your passions, and that sort of get on and do attitude that you have within you is going to provide enormous amounts for you. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. And you get the 3 of Wands. Yeah, I think there is a degree of patience. We saw that on the karmic path with the 6 of Swords there. I think there is a degree of sort of patience that you need to do. There is a choice that you need to make. There's 2 boats in the water there, and you need to choose which vibration suits you best. Because this is a new vibration, a new integration of the relationships around you. And you should only be leading with your heart. You get the Ace of Cups. With all this, I think it's infectious of falling in love with yourself. Not with love with yourself, but with love with your life. And you get that as well with in the past, you get the Star card here. I think your patience is being rewarded in the discovery of the joy of, yes, this is the life I want to be living. And it gives you absolute healing of any sort of things that you might have had to go through in the past on your mission. And it gives you sort of healing and makes you feel very much at home and at one with yourself when doing, when engaged in relationships and emotions in life. So there you go, Sagittarius. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the new videos that are going to be coming out. You're going to want to be subscribed and click that bell in order to get the notifications. Thanking you very much for all the support you give to this channel. In the meantime, all that's left for me to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.